Alright, so we are going to do this again. Now that we have a clue of what's going on, I've deleted Steelheart and remade Steelheart. So we're going to go through this again a little bit faster than we did the first time, but at a good pace. And we're going to get us a little tutorial going for our peeps.
The purple pill is available without a...
We're going to get us a little tutorial for our members and for anybody else who wants to take a look of the starting area. So I've logged into the game. You log into a little scene where they tell you a couple things, but the bottom line is we have to talk to the integration officer. Now, what I did during the last thing is I went into the game, went to the interface, and I went ahead and showed all titles to make it a little easier for me to find who I needed to talk to. Obviously, you have the option, if you want a true role-playing experience, you can turn it all off if you want to. That's one of the neat things about this game. It is full of options. Thanks, Cooch. Good to see you, bud. And we are streaming live, by the way. So, anyway, I've got this all set up like I want to set it up. Now, the next thing I'm going to do personally is I found out that I'm going to get a lot of abilities in this game. So I'm going to go to the interface and I am going to go ahead and set myself up a couple action bars. We're going to go for vertical bar 1 and a vertical bar 2. And we will put them somewhere helpful. Hopefully we can move them. There's probably a way to move them. I am not sure, so we'll just go with the vertical bar 2 for now. Although I'm positive we can move these around some way. I just haven't figured that out yet. So let's do away with one of our vertical bars. There we go. Now, one of the things I'd like to see in this, and it may be here and I just don't know it, is, oh, you can shrink these suckers. How about that? Good deal. Is the ability to make them a little more faded. I guess we could use this right here and change them to different colors. You can actually customize your interface, apparently. So, just a couple helpful things there. You're going to need them. You're going to have a lot of abilities. Hey, Diocese, how you doing? So like I said, last time we got off to a little rough start. Guys playing with had some issues doing a couple things, so we're going to do a true tutorial. So this is the guy I need to talk to, the integration officer. Okay, this is questions you can ask, obviously. We're going to go straight for the quest. So he wants us to pick up the PDA on the table right here. And you can see it's kind of glowing a little bit. If I put my cursor over it, there'll be like a little red ball that comes up. So this is the PDA I need to get. I pick it up and it's going to give me 3 training points. And we'll explain that in a minute. And now I need to listen to the integration officer. Alright. There we go. So we ask, why do clones have memories? And that's going to boot us to the next pulse right here. And this whole area is designed to get you a little more familiar with the game. And I strongly encourage you, if you are playing this game, to go through this tutorial, especially if it's for the first time, because there is way more to this game than I thought to begin with. Alright. Now, it's quite simple. We're going to run around and we are going to just talk to the NPCs. You can inquire with many NPCs by right-clicking the mouse button on them. Opens up a serious chat bubble centered around the topics. First set of questions is starter. Click on the starter bubble to receive a list of topics. Some allow you to enter in a subject manually. Remember EverQuest, where you had to type a certain word to open a quest? Don't know if it's in here, but it's always a possibility. Kale, that was a fail, man. So let's start on this guy. We've already talked to him once. Alright. Going to the med center. First thing we have here is the SI trainer. He's the cloning officer. Sounds good. Tell me more about cloning. Horrible. A Judair limiter. Of course you can be killed, silly. And as I said in the last cast, make sure that you give feedback. They need to hear it, and if there's issues, they need to hear that too. Carrying on. This is our revival trainer. I'm a firm believer everybody should know how to revive, so I'm taking it. So we hit I, and now we have a chit. I used one of my 3 training chits, but now we have a card of revive. So you double click on that, and you learn the revive skill. Probably not something I may use in combat, maybe so. Let's stick it down here. And you'll see the hotbars here. We have corpse extrication. Extract useful resources from corpse. We'll pop that up here because I don't think I'll be using that in combat. Track nearby targets. Always a good thing to have on that bar. We do have a stealth. I may actually put my stealth up top here. I don't know if that's something we can use in combat or not. We'll see. Maybe I'll keep it there for now. I would say the reward's spot on. You pay for a card, you get a card. Now here's our first aid trainer. I'm not going to play doctor. I'll revive, but I'm not a healer. There is a map here. In case you're wondering, standard key for map is M. Can shrink it. Can raise it. You're going to learn more than 3 training skills, but there's certain skills that basic skills you can get for free, and then there's the skills that you got to choose and pay for. It looks like everybody's going to get pistol skills of one type or another, but as you saw in the last, when I was going through it for the first time, when you start specializing into automatic weapons or rifles or blades or blunt weapons or whatever, then you're going to have to use your training chits. Of course, I value my life, Sergeant. Alright, so he's asking me to stop, drop, and roll. Basically, kind of ironic for a fireman. Basically what that is, as you can see down here, is quest prove your dexterity by rolling. Those of you that have played some of the last MMOs to come out, like Wildstar, Neverwinter, I don't remember if Guild Wars had it in it either. All you gotta do is like double tap your movement key, and that doesn't mean your mouse. So I'm gonna double tap my W, and it rolls me forward. Just like if I double tap my S, it should roll me backwards. A, D. It's standard WASD. Alright, I completed that quest, and now I'm going to get some gear. Now, this wasn't clear to me at first, although it should have been. There's a locker right here, and this has my gear, and that I'm on the next step of the quest. A beam pistol, and 2 cards, burst fire, and leg shot. Now, when I did this the first time, it bugged out on me, and I had to reset the quest. So if the quest bugs out on you, you can right click on combat training, and it gives you the choice to abandon it. So my next step is equip my pistol, and go through them by steps. Don't get ahead of yourself on this one. So I'm going to equip my pistol, and you can find your stuff you equipped, standard character screen, and that will be your C button, just like your inventory is your I button. So now I have a pistol. Alright, next part of the quest says equip the fitting into your weapon. So this would be the fitting. I'm going to drag it over here to my weapon and equip it in my weapon. Now we're going to, and that fitting gives bonuses. You can look down there and see that they're kind of highlighted now. It gave me a shield bonus, I believe is what it was, and you'll see how that works here in a minute. So the first card I'm going to learn, use the training cards to learn new abilities. This is going to be the handgun tactics. It's burst fire. If you look to the bottom right, you'll see what these are, so you can actually read the description in the bottom right. We're going to grab that one. It pairs on the hotbar, and we're going to grab the leg shot, and it will appear on my hotbar as well. Use training bots as target practice. So we'll run over here to where the training is, and we are going to shoot us some bots. Now, I don't know where it said this. One of the guys in chat told me about it, but in order to use your burst shot, you have to charge up your regular attack, and then you'll be able to use your burst shot. And I didn't realize that to begin with, so I was sitting there scratching my head, how do I use my burst shot? So if you're watching this, now you know. Let's see, you can lower your posture to a kneel or lie prone by hitting the V key. You can raise it by hitting F. So there's kneel, prone, and F, so you go back. So V, V, F, F, or V, F. How about us? Let's shoot something. Now I'm not quite sure why I have this, why it brings you in this directional thing. You can scroll into first person if you want to, and now you see how I've been doing this over and over again, hitting my basic attack, and now my burst is ready, so I'll hit my burst. Alright, now that I've done that, I'm going to scroll back. That was interesting. And I noticed, because I run around with the mouse, that I can't move right off the bat with my mouse or turn after I've entered combat. But if you hit the WAS or D key and just nudge it, then you should be able to move again. And we'll clear our targets and run over to the staff sergeant. He has something for us. Alright, you performed well for the first time. Keep honoring your skills, and we may make a soldier of you yet. You received training on moving targets in the target grounds. I recommend you take advantage of that. I will take advantage of that, Sergeant. I have one last item to issue you. This is an ability enhancement you can use to improve your burst fire or leg shot abilities. Okay, so I didn't read this in this tutorial last time and I missed this. So it says right click the ability you wish to enhance on your action bar and open its info card. Click and hold the left mouse on the circular bubble with a question to bring up the radial to select what type of enhancement you are adding. So let's go with damage. And it says click with the question mark, select the hexagonal type C and release the mouse button. I guess that's a hexagonal type C. Let's see there. Alright, so that should have done whatever for us. Then drag the pencil, trading shield ability enhancement into the empty slot to apply it. Let's try that again. That didn't work like I wanted it to. Okay, I got the wrong shape. I have a pentagon, not a hexagon. Let's try that again. Shame on me. There we go. Alright, well, supposedly that should have worked. We'll see. Moving on. Use the ability enhancement. Alright. I don't know if that did anything or not. Yeah, I tried that, Kale, and it doesn't work quite like you think it should. It's if you see what I'm doing here, I'm doing exactly what they were telling us to do. I right-clicked on the ability. We got this. I held this till I got this right here. Unless this is the actual ability. Ah, crap. So, I'm not quite sure where to go from there. This may be something they need to explain a little better. So, anyway, if anybody figures this part out, please type it in the notes of the YouTube video. That's sure to follow. And we'll see. Because I'm not quite sure what we got here. Yeah, they're different shapes too. Unless I can only have one at a time. Nope. Anyway, that's where we stand on that one. Moving on. Maybe. God, that's bugging me. Possibly. Use the ability enhancement. Go here. That's our enhancement. See, that's damage dealt. And this said hold this, click C. I'm just not getting it. Penetrate shielding is not equipable. This is definitely a bug on my shooting ability. Oh, alright, so we're learning here. On the shooting ability, we drag this down here. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Strieg. That was very unclear to me. So, there you go, guys. That's how you do that. Mystery solved. Moving on. Thanks again, Strieg. I hope everybody watching this video got that. That's stymied me in 2 iterations now. So now we are going to talk to the workshop supervisor. He's going to teach us how to purify water. We get contaminated water and purify water tablet. But wait, there's more. We also get us another handy dandy card. Which will allow us to purify water. Walk over here to the crafting station. You'll see the culinary arts has 1 on it now, which means I know how to do one thing here. Let's purify some water. So you do it one at a time, or your progress is maxed, you cannot increase it anymore. Item quality ranges from FO absolute worst to A9 absolute best. Each process step will increase the grade a bit, depending on your skill and the trade skill. Alright. All processes, all the steps of the recipe until completion. You have placed enough ingredients and agents. This is a shortcut to repeating pressing the process button. We are there. So the all button. And we will do this until we are out of whatever. Item stack management. Shows us 267, whatever that means. Interesting. So we will keep on doing this until we are out of whatever. And we are out. So now we have water. I'm going to return to this workshop person. Hey, I made some purified water. No, it's not bad, it's water. This was actually clear to me. Now mind you, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Anything else for me? Ready for your next crafting lesson? Sure. ore refining recipe. Ore and 3 refining agents. Let's focus on the ore first. I skipped this last time. Is a recipe actually types of an ingredient? In other words, I should not try to shop for just a metal bar, but for a specific material. Go to the crafting station, select the ore recipe, place the ore in the ingredient slot. Alright, so apparently to turn properties, place the ore into the recipe, read the statistics on the end product, and let me know when you are done. Yes, sir. Alright. Different crafting bench. Somewhere. Check the ore properties in the crafting station. Aha! No. Streak? What you got for me there, bud? Click on the recipe for double click craft. Oh, silly me. Always remember you get chit cards for everything. Now watch what it does. Ha ha! So agents. Try and figure out how to craft this ore, brother. Alright. Not yet, actually. Give me a minute. Yeah, I did some complex stuff. Just 1 or 2 properties, not all of them. I don't think I did much of anything. You can give 1 or 2 of those properties to the redefined calibrate. Or refined calibrate. Try more, probably won't, assuming that mining becomes your chosen path. What do you mean? Trying to craft every item out there, you can try it, but you'll be much better off focusing on just a few trade skills. Ha! My name is Steelheart, I can do everything. No, he didn't. Now try to craft a refined calibrate bar and then come back and let me know how that went. You have enough for just 1 processing step, so the quality won't be very high. Alright. Redefine calibrate properties. You will see its property of physical penetration. Always plus. Wonder if that happens every time or if that's random. Got it. I did. bit of calibrated ore with a different refining agent, in this case animal fat, which is a still property, in this case physical resistance. That's something armor crafters need for armor fittings, okay? I'd put knowledge, try to refine and calibrate with some fat, and then let me know how it went. Aye, aye. Alright, so there we go. And sure enough, physical resistance. Ah, cool. Someday if you're curious, talk to me about it. And bonus, the most difficult. I wonder how far you can go with this. Okay, no problem. Still have them with me. Wonder if I said I didn't. Try crafting one of the firearm fittings.
User joined your channel.
Making sure I ain't got no more cards in here. Yep, we did have a card. And that will give us the firearm fitting recipe. Remember, there's a card for everything. So, always check when you get something. So I choose which bar I want. We can use the physical penetration or the resistance. Let's go with penetration. Alright.
I will grow stronger to protect everyone.
Good deal. Check that out. Got a firearm fitting. Well worth the time. Now craft another. Here's a new batch of ingredients and agents. Yeah, why didn't you tell me? Ha, okay. Now this go around, since we only have one of each, we can just hit auto. It's going to fill it all up there for us, and let's go. Boom. Now we have another one. Sure does. This is a different one. Notice one thing, fitting types classified with letter A. Let me know how it went. Put your gun in your inventory and place one of the fittings in its sockets. If you plug the penetration fitting, you'll notice the gun receives penetration bonus.
User joined your channel.
Oh yeah, I remember how to do this. Gotta change shape. Or not. Yeah, I know, man. I got a bald spot. I sure didn't go with a bald spot, but he gave me a bald spot. Maybe I need to get my skill up to get this in there. Do I take that out? Beats me. Log into mining. It's distilled water. Good luck with your chosen path.
User left your channel.
Apparently I chose weapon crafting, which is not bad since I'm going to be a sniper. Voodoo, it's a very involved game. There's still a lot of things I don't understand, like what to do with this firearms fitting. It goes in the gun somewhere. I have absolutely no idea how. So maybe somebody can come up with a tutorial on exactly how to do that. I don't know. It I really have no clue what to do with that. The sockets seem to, they need to go in and explain the different sockets and a lot more on how you use them, where you put the stuff, because we had the community manager in here earlier, and he told us that, you know, basically the armor and weapons, they're cosmetic. It's these things, the fittings and everything that really give you your stats, but the process of learning where to put fittings and what to do with them is really confusing. It for instance, I had something earlier that went in my ability to improve my ability versus going in my gun. So it and Streak saying increase skill to put more than one in weapons, so maybe that's what we need to do. But perhaps we'll make a fitting tutorial. Perhaps we'll get Streak to make a fitting tutorial. Streak, that'd be great. So we're going to run over here to the training grounds. I see Streak. Hello, Streak. Now, don't do what I did last time. He clicked on one of these guys and see what he was doing, and somehow ended up taking a weapon I didn't want. I want to do rifle, so I'm going to run over to the rifle vendor. Or rifle trainer. That was a little close. Sorry about that. I'm going to give one of my chits. I got 2 left. I'm going to give one of my chits to him to use with the rifle. And I've been awarded with aim shot and suppressing fire card abilities. Yes, those were clear. Spot on. Alright. So, like everything else we've done, check your inventory and you will have cards. These will give you more abilities. I'm going to take these abilities and move them over here, if I can. Maybe not. Well, that was a mistake. I lost my ability. Great. Not quite sure what to do with that. So, anyway, now we have an ability tied to our arrow. Yeah, actually it is. There's a lot of Star Wars galaxies in this. It is very reminiscent of Star Wars galaxies, especially, and you're going to see the pet training and stuff like that here in a little bit, and that's pretty neat. There we go. I have no use for the pistol now. So that's pretty neat. So Streak says the lower right corner. And we're going to take off our... Apparently I did manage to get the aim shot there. We're going to take this and put it here. There we go. Alright. Thank you. Lower right corner, guys. Can I borrow you a second? This guy's in a lot of pain. I need lilac. There's a patch of wild ones just ahead. So we get a quest. Walk up lilac plant, click it right mouse button to begin harvesting. There we go. Right click on the lilac node to extract again. This time let's examine the node enhance region buttons. These buttons allow you to improve the result. So let's enhance it. Grade F7. Now the one I harvested the first time, well, doesn't have it there. New item, lilac. Which went somewhere. Interesting. Oh, hang on, I ain't done out here. Some players enjoy enrichment and enhancement process, others would rather not be bothered by pop-up screen or wait to improve quality. You can optionally bypass this. To read this option, hit escape when there are no other windows open to bring up the system menu. And I should do higher. Yeah, there one more lilac. Grade D2. And I'm supposing we're going to figure out what all these grades mean in the end. Mission completed. Awesome. I don't know if I got anything other than a skill up. Oh, let's equip our rifle. And actually, now that we have a rifle, we'll do that later. A new orange colored entry at the top of your mission help. Okay. Alright, so like I said, V to go prone or kneel. We're going to shoot stuff. Well, in theory.
User left your channel.
There was stuff to shoot. There we go. Now you see that one ability I had gave me a shield every now and then. Use an aim shot. Whoops. Now the cover fire is like a stun. Aha! Top performer. Yay me. So we're going to move out of here. Remember F to stand back up. And don't forget, guys, this is a sandbox, so there's not your quest icons above everybody's head and everything like that. Actually, it says destroy an annihilation bot, so we'll have to go out there and do that next. Helps if I get it right. The Annihilator has fallen. Alright. Bot's currently being repaired. I don't think there was anything to loot there. Alright, we are really going to unload on this guy this time. What? Really? Well, that was kind of bugged. There he is. Come back here.
User joined your channel.
Annihilation bot is down, not too shabby. Oh, go up. Now watch it tell me to destroy a crawler bot. Nah, we've already destroyed Annihilation bot. Moving on. Strieg looks like he's going to get himself an automatic weapon. Go Strieg. Anything else for me? She has nothing else for me. Moving on. I don't know. Some of these quests that look buggy to me. I don't even know if that was a quest, to be honest with you. Alright. This is where we get a temporary robot.
This entire robot was master created from nothing but much like myself destroyed robots from the war. I have a training manual that would be excellent if you're interested.
This is salvaging. Gives you a training card which will teach you how to salvage from corpses of destroyed robots. There we go. We can now salvage destroyed robots. And that one is definitely going off the hotbar. Moving on. This is our robot specialist. This one will give us the temporary robot. Four types of controllable NPCs in repopulations. Others are tamed, hireling, and genetically engineered. Would you like to try one of our models? Yes. Alright. Don't forget to recharge your robot's batteries. And like they say, your B window will show you the various abilities
User joined your channel.
as you learn them. Here's our robot. Double click. You'll see there's like a summoning thing on me now. Now we have a robot. Anything else, buddy? Nope. Yes, we did create a new character. Went through making it how I wanted it, and then when I entered the game made me how it wanted to. All right. We have a job offer. Mailed missions. You'll see my mail is blinking. Dr. Young needs some help with some critters that have gotten out. I'll accept the mission. Wants me to catch some narcoots. You can put them in the container on the table. Right click on flashing container on the table to grab it. There we go. Target one, press your 1 key. I have captured one. I think I'm still in the AFK channel. I don't know where Strieg is. He may be in TS. Yes, don't forget, for those of you that are in Grievance, there will be a meeting Saturday at, I don't remember what time. It's on the forums. I think it's 7 o'clock Central Standard Time, a repopulation meeting. So, they'll be setting stuff, and we'll be starting to build an embassy for sure, and hopefully it'll reach guild status. And anybody interested in playing Repopulation with Grievance, obviously go to www.grievancegaming.org and sign up. Give me my reward. Hoorah! Now, oh look, we have a concerned onlooker. This is the animal activist that set them all free. Wants me to free the Nakoots. And of course he gives me a card to learn how to do just that. Double click, tame animal. There's our ability there. We will move it up here, because I do not want it on my combat bar. So now, somehow I've entered a group with Gast. I have no idea who Gast is, so we'll dismiss that. Now when you do this, your other robot's going to disappear, because apparently it's temporary. So I'm going to target one of these, and we're going to tame us an animal. Ah, first try. Now, it's not always first try. Last time it took me a couple tries. So we're going to go back over to this guy here. Check this little guy out. Now we have a feed animal card, which is probably pretty important. And of course it gives us another ability, which we'll move over here. And remember, for those of you that are just logging in watching, if you need to add more ability bars, just go game, interface, and there's all the bars you could ever want, maybe. I'm going to summon my little critter, say goodbye to my robot. Lack the skill to contain another controlled pet. That's right. So let's get rid of the robot. And let's get our Nakut up, because we want our Nakut to grow into something other than a baby Nakut, apparently. And that thing is around here somewhere. There he is. Now, I do not believe that we have any pet food, nor do I really know where to get that. I'm sure we can find it somewhere. He's a small critter, by the way. Real small critter. I wonder if he'll just let me feed without having, you cannot tame someone else's pet. I wasn't taming, I wanted to feed. Alright, so I guess he's not ready for feeding. We are moving on. Now, Voodoo, you asked about Star Wars Galaxies, how this is similar. Check this out, man. This is going to give you flashbacks like you would not believe. First of all, this is a rest area, just like the cantinas in Star Wars Galaxy. So, you come in here and, like I said, you'll get a buff called Rest and Relaxation, which I guess is some type of health buff. Let's take a look. You recover more quickly when inside of a camp or a resting area. Very reminiscent. So I'm going to walk over here to the Master Storyteller. And he's going to teach me how to tell stories. So, first invasion. I wish I could tell stories like that. So I received, of course, 2 new cards. We'll learn them both. First one, the Card of Tales. Second one, a humorous twist. We will put those on our non-emergency skill bar. That's what we'll call this thing right now. So you can see you're going to need some hot bars. Now, I'm going to go up on stage like I did last time, because I'm telling a tale. Obviously, I want people to listen. So, we're going to hit our tale. I'm going to start telling my tale. And then you can add to it. We're going to put a humorous twist at the end. And everybody liked that. Big thumbs up. And apparently, if I read the description right, I already gave feedback for this, so apparently if I read the description right, you're going to be able to, if somebody else starts a tale, you're going to be able to add to their tale. So that sounds, to me, that sounds really, really neat. Looking forward to that. But wait, there's more again. We have somebody dancing here. And this is where you'll actually see what I'm talking about. Not much of a dancer. I suppose I'll try. Who doesn't want to try to dance at least once? Alright, so we've received 2 cards. We have received the dance step, and we have received the playful step. Oops, something's covering my thing. Go away. And this is going to work kind of the same way as storytelling, but it's going to be physical. So watch this. So, we got my dance step here. Now, we're going to start dancing. Yep, let me go. I got it. And we're going to add to it. Then we'll add to it again and dance again. There you go. And that's pretty much how you do it. And I haven't seen anything about musical instruments yet. So we have completed that. I bet they do end up putting musical instruments in here sooner or later. Now see this, the way my cursor changes, a little circle over this at the end of it?
I've got the
That is a vendor. So if you have your cursor there and you see that little circle at the end of it, that designates that you have run into a vendor. We're going to go to the trap specialist now. I am born ready. Tells you a little bit about disguise and camouflage, how those work as well. So he's going to give us some more cards, I think. Now he'll give us some cards. I'm going to move these up here because we are going to need more room. Learn our abilities. Hello, disable trap. Hello, detect traps. So obviously I want my detect trap before my disable trap. And we are obviously going to add more skill bars before this is all over. I still have my little Nakut running around behind me. Good Nakut. So let's detect some traps. Whoops. We're not happy about that. Let's try again. It's a good thing. Nope. I keep on setting the trap off. Shame on me. Well, I got it last one. Try it again.
User joined your
No
channel.
target. No target. There we go. Just gotta try a few times. And it didn't show it to me, but you're supposed to be able to, something pushed me through that one, but you're supposed to be able to detect your traps, alright? And once you detect your traps, you disarm your trap. And there we go. And that's how that works. So, nothing left to do except jet out of here with a Nakut. Yes, I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to leave. Now, it says you have a choice to go to the Owon capital. It's a good starting city for new players of all types. Or the Plymouth Control Center, which is a military complex and a bit further into the wilderness. If you're anything like me, and some of you have seen problems I've had to work muddling through the tutorial, then you definitely want to go to Plymouth City. So that's where we're going to go. Besides, I think that's where the guild meeting is tomorrow night. Keep in mind, you don't want to skip this tutorial. You don't want to blow through it. You want to learn all you can in this game because there is a real lot to this game. We played Arcade. We thought there was a lot to Arcade. There's a lot more to this game. So make sure that you take the time, go through it. This is my second time going through it. So there you go. So anyway, I'm going to end this here. Don't forget, we have a guild meeting for grievance members Saturday, tomorrow, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. I think since Central Time is grievance time. And you can find us at www.grievancegaming.org. And you can find us in the Repopulation on the Kajel server. We're on American server, it's the East Coast, and it is Kajel, and we are playing Owon as our faction. So, y'all stay safe, y'all have a great night, and next time I come in here, we'll be doing a little gameplay. Have fun, everybody.